Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Cookies. My name is Lindsay and today's show is sponsored by Rookie.io, everything you need for reputation management. Today is a fabulous Tuesday, a cold fabulous Tuesday if you are in the North Texas area because there's flurries outside. Did you see that? That's crazy. We are in March, spring break. People come to the South for spring break so that it's warm. I think the weather missed the memo.
The weather missed the memo. I don't know if it got the memo.
That it was spring break.
Right? Right? Goodness gracious. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Man, It's Tuesday. It feels like Friday. I wish it was Friday.
It feels like Thursday to me,
Thursday?
Actually, yeah.
There you go, right? So it's Tuesday. It's flurrying outside. And, you know, today's a special day. And the reason for that is we are, for the first time, streaming on Lindsay's personal profile.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Right?
Hey,
to celebrate,
all my peeps.
to celebrate International Women's Day, we're letting Lindsay be on her own profile.
Is that why? Is that why?
No, but it was funny to say. This is the one time you're allowed to post on your personal profile. So,
do you see what I have to put up with, people?
The sarcasm. So I have a question.
Oh,
I have a question for you pet owners. Why is it when you let your dogs go outside in the morning, they then come inside and pee in the house?
Have you ever tried peeing in the cold? It's hard to do.
Oh my goodness. My wife calls me up right before the snow. Oh, it's snowing. Sean says it's snowing outside.
The show, not the snow.
Right before the show. The show, and tells me that the dogs peed on the tile. And I'm like, I woke up and I took the dogs outside. Outside this morning before the house wasn't even awake. And I took the dogs outside, and they still decided to go pee in the house.
To go pee in your house. There's a reason.
So frustrating.
The Smiths don't have pets.
Is that what it is?
I don't want to have to clean up anybody's stuff. And that's, I had 2 kids. That was enough cleaning up for me.
Did your kids pee on the tile too?
When we were potty training, I bet Miss Jamie could attest to that one. She actually potty trained both my kids for me.
Miss Jamie, can we give you our dogs too?
I don't think it works the same because her technique is you let them run around without anything on, and you keep them confined to an easily clean upable space, not carpet.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness. Oh, we went pee-pee.
Right.
It's time to go to the potty.
You can tell we both have kids. If you're watching this show and you're thinking those people have kids. Yes. You go pee-pee in the potty.
Oh, good job.
Oh my gosh, right? So it's funny because my middle one, Isla, she won't do she'll say her peepees are awake, or her peepees are asleep, and that's funny. That's how she talks. It's the cutest little thing.
Where did she get that from? Amber, probably, right?
I have no idea.
One
it could be right. Amber, Bluey, maybe even at preschool. Maybe that's how they because she got the green decisions, red decisions from preschool.
Yep.
So we just kind of implemented it in that household into the house right now. But yeah.
That's funny. My peepees are awake. It does not sound as cute coming from an adult.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Please don't do that. It makes it really awkward. What other awkwardness did you have going on this morning, Lindsay, with the total itchiness?
Oh my gosh. Okay. You ever have a moment?
It's been an off morning, 110%. I get dogs peeing in my house, and you decide to...
Well, so I actually had a different sweater on this morning. And I was like, I'm going to wear a different sweater. And so I take that one off. I put the other one on. I put this one on. And I'm like, wow, my neck seems really high. And that should have been my first clue. But it wasn't. So I get to the office. And I'm itching my
Neck.
Like, my neck just is itchy. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is in my shirt? And I go
What's in my shirt?
I was like, well, okay, ladies, if you have long hair, you know that like hair that comes off your head that just you shed and it tickles. Like it can tickle. I'm like, maybe it's just a hair. So I pull my shirt up a little bit and I look and I'm like, oh, I totally have my shirt on backwards.
Oh man, I needed laughter today.
Completely backwards.
I needed some laughter today.
And it was hilarious because we have a client in the office who creates clothes.
He makes clothes. He makes high-end clothes.
High-end
clothes.
clothes.
Like when he comes to your house and measures you, his average sale is between $1,000 and $2,000, if not more. Mm-hmm. So he's like, Nick, eventually we're gonna have to redress you. I'm like, yes, I need that.
Yeah. So I was like, this is just great. Like I put my sweater on backwards.
This is what we talk about today. So far.
Does anybody else have those moments?
Right.
Where you're like
so far we talked about toilet paper, wearing clothes backwards.
We didn't talk about toilet paper today.
2 episodes back we did. 2 episodes
we did.
back we did. Like that was a very entertaining episode. It's funny because I saw Taylor at church and we're talking. She's like, huh, toilet paper, huh? Do you need some toilet paper? And I'm like, oh. Oh, but that was good. All right. Good morning, episode. Sean. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning, sweet wife. Good morning. Her teacher doesn't even know. Oh, so Isla made up the awake or sleeping potties all by herself. That's interesting. That's my girl. That's my girl being creative.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to talk about something today. We're going to talk about a little marketing today. I was doing a coaching call yesterday with a young lady that actually owns a dating website for Christians, for Christian singles. Mm-hmm. You know how awesome it was, right, Sean? And my brother is actually helping her build an app because where other people have tried to create dating websites and failed, she's creating a dating website and it's very much succeeding. And I was even talking about being a guest on our show coming up. But we were talking about her social media and how to get that up and rolling. And she has a very unique issue. The unique issue is that unlike other platforms that have a scale really more male, her demographic is very female. Like there are more women than there are guys on the platform, and that's actually causing some issues. That's funny. Because the women are saying, "Where's all the guys?"
I mean, for real,
right?
I don't want to. Yeah,
but it's an interesting dynamic because most people don't have that. And like guys are gonna be like, well, what's this app? And I'm like, I'm not telling you till she becomes a guest on the show. So too bad you have to wait for the episode or the morning. So we were talking about, strategy and Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff. And finally I said this and I was like, I gotta write this down. It was start thinking like a business owner and stop thinking like an influencer.
Ooh.
Right? And I was like, man, that was really good. And I write that down. She goes, no, Nick, that was really good. I just wrote that down. And I was like, well, thank you. And the reason for this is she was like, I want to be on Instagram. I want to do this. I want to do that. I was like, well, wait a second. Where's your perfect prospect? Mm-hmm. Well, my perfect prospect is currently right now on Facebook. Where do you have the most traction right now? Facebook. Where are people signing up from? Facebook. So let's focus on Facebook right now. Let's build a big audience there.
I think it's funny. People think of influencer and they're like, oh, that's on Instagram. No.
You could be a Facebook influencer.
You can be an influencer on any platform.
Correct. It's platform. It's just the idea really started with an Instagram influencer, right? But
I wonder who was the first.
Are you ready for this? Who was the first MySpace influencer?
Oh my gosh.
Like I just showed my age right there.
What's MySpace?
But seriously, like when you're talking about this,
oh my gosh. Hold on. MySpace? I'm the influencer in MySpace.
Oh my gosh. That was cheesy. That was pretty cheesy. I'm going to give you the cheese award on that one.
You know what? I am the cheesiest joke teller.
The cheesiest joke teller. Cheesiest.
And you know what's great?
What's
that
great?
They actually make me laugh out loud.
I'm the cheesiest joke teller because I want to make myself laugh.
Yes. Yes, I do. And
So-
then people laugh because I'm laughing at the cheesy joke
Oh,
that
yes.
I said.
Yes. Oh, I'm one of those people who laugh with you. Absolutely laugh with you. Goodness.
You mean at me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be nice
It was-
today.
yeah,
Trying to be
that's
nice.
okay.
Trying to be nice. But
Why?
I don't know.
Why are you stepping out of your norm?
Wow. Wow. Goodness.
That was a little harsh.
That
I do
was,
apologize.
that was nah, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
anyway, back to your influencer stuff.
back to the actual topic.
MySpace.
So, but here we go, right? Like people will go, oh, I want likes, I want followers, I want all this stuff. Okay, but I don't need you to be an influencer. As a business owner, I need you to generate an ROI. Stop worrying about the likes and the follows.
Mm-hmm.
How to not stop, but don't focus there, right? You need your likes, you need your followers, you need your comments, you need all of that. But how is that moving people into a funnel that's going to turn them into a sale?
Right.
Okay. You get a lot of people who get stuck at the very top level of the funnel, which is where you're broadcasting out, and they're not taking care of the rest of the funnel that turns people into clients. So that was my conversation. And then you actually said something today. Oh, go ahead. What you got? We can stay here for a little bit.
Oh, I was just thinking, like, it's so funny how we get focused on the wrong thing.
Ooh, keep going. I like this.
What you were saying, we're focused on getting likes and comments and stuff like that. But is that generating you revenue? Is that why you're doing it, for the popularity award? Or are you doing all of these things to create a business?
Right. To generate
Like,
revenue.
what's your focus?
Right. That's good. I like it. Approved.
Yeah. Just a reminder for whoever needed it. It's not
Right.
about likes.
So,
Nick.
no, and here we go. Right, it is about likes and comments, but making sure that you have a complete funnel. Now, here we go. Right, this show is something that we do for fun. This show is. Are we working on sponsorships? Yes. Are we looking at generating revenue from this at some point in time? Yes. But that's
We're
not the
thinking
focus.
about a merch store, y'all.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We spent like an hour doing it.
No, we didn't. It was like 20 minutes.
That's her time.
That's real time.
Right. So we have this new client in here, and we're talking about websites, and he literally said, and I'm not gonna say he built the website, but he literally said, I hate the text on my website.
His old website.
His old website, right? Not the one we built, the other one. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And you know what happens is you get these people who say, I'm gonna write your website in SEO format. And I'm going to use an example. I'll actually use Social Media Torch as an example, right? They'll put the text in that says Social Media Torch in Prosper, Texas believes da 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 da, or Social Media Torch in an SEO agency does this da 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 da, and you read it, and Lindsay, what did you say?
What country wrote your website?
Right.
Yeah.
And it
Because you
was
get that, right?
Yes, like no one does that. Social Media Torch focuses on SEO and this and this and that. You don't do Social Media Torch in Prosper, Texas. Now, granted, some might say, "Oh, well, you do that for local SEO," and I get that. I get it, right? But for the common reader, get out of your SEO world, get out of your SEM world, focus on the reader, focus on the person you're trying to attract.
It's about an experience.
And there you go.
It's not about an SEO experience. It's about a client experience.
It's about a client experience. And when you're writing just for SEO, people are going to look at that and go, "Oh, do
y'all see his face?
does this person know how to speak correctly? Does this person know how to write correctly?" Like there comes a point where, yes, you need to do that, but you do that over in the meta descriptions, and you do that in other places, but you don't do it in the text when you're trying to attract
Your perfect prospect.
Your perfect prospect. Because hopefully your perfect prospect knows how to speak English.
If you're in an English-speaking country.
Yes, if you're an English-speaking, if you're an American. Well, hold on.
That doesn't mean that you speak English.
Yeah,
right?
I know that. Right since I said it, I was like, oops. Oh, man. So I've been having a struggle lately. Mm-hmm. My struggle has been, I want a larger office. And one, that was not the struggle you thought I was going to talk about, was it?
No, I actually was like, what struggle is he going to pick? Because there's so many. No. We all struggle. We all struggle.
Wow.
It's, hey, the truth. We all struggle.
We do all struggle, but goodness, wow!
It's just a question of are you gonna acknowledge that you're struggling, or are you gonna pretend like you're not struggling and everything's okay?
No. I don't think it's that simple. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's that simple. I think right, Taylor. Wow, Taylor's on my side on that. You just like call me out.
But she's sending a laughing emoji up for sure, like right. Totally
calling Nick out. Yes, absolutely. He needs struggle well, but that's it, right? Like, here we go. When you're going through a struggle, it's okay to let people within your sphere of influence understand that you're going through a struggle. Mm-hmm. But not everyone. You don't need to be broadcasting it. You don't need to be going, "Oh, woe is me."
Oh, no. They're like Taylor said, struggle well. You can struggle
Correct.
without having a pity party.
There you go.
Totally.
So there's this new office. It's on the other end of the building. It's a corner office. It's about twice the size of this.
Totally just filling his ego. That's what he's going to have a corner office.
No.
That's what he wants
it's
to say.
Beautiful. but here we go, right? As the leader of the company, mm-hmm. your job is to what?
Maximize profits and minimize risk.
And minimize... Expenses. Mm-hmm. So there's, as much as I want that new office, and this is a struggle because yes, I'm like, oh, we get more space. Oh, we can have a little conference table. Oh, all this stuff. Do we really need it?
No.
This office is perfect. Now here's why. By getting that office, mm-hmm. that does not fall in alignment with our actual absolute goal. Hear me on this one more time. Getting that office may fill the ego now, may provide space now, but it does not help us reach the actual goal that we've set for March of 2023. Mm-hmm. It would actually be taking away from that goal.
It would.
So in doing so, yes, it has a feel good nowment, like great space, conference table, and all that other stuff. But because it's taking away from the absolute goal, it's actually in the wrong direction. And that's when you're in leadership, you need to make sure that you're taking care. When you're in leadership, you need to make sure that you're making those decisions based on the goals and the vision of the company, and not just what feels good now.
That's truth, Taylor. Yep. I am not moving again.
It is. It can absolutely be a shiny object. And there's nothing wrong with looking at a shiny object for a little bit, but don't get stuck in it. Right? And here we go, right? It's very easy. My precious. Oh my gosh. It's very easy to get sidetracked and distracted by little shiny objects, by mm-hmm. little opportunities, okay? If you don't have a goal in place.
And that's so Sean's like, don't forget wants are important too. You can want something and work towards it. See, what we really want is the goal that we've set for 23.
Correct.
Would we like more space? Absolutely. Could we use it? Absolutely.
Right.
Is it a need right now, or is that what we really want? Like, is this current want outweighing or overshadowing what we really want in the future?
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. And I love that, Taylor. Don't be a squirrel when you could be a lion. Right?
Ooh.
Right? I'm actually going to see, Taylor, we need you coming here and have a shirt made. I want quotes like that from the audience, and mm-hmm. I want their signature on the shirt.
I love that.
Like that would be a quote, and then it would be from Taylor Aponte. right? From Lady A.
Ooh.
Right? Right? Things to think about. Oh, Sean would like have his own line. Like he would have his own line of t-shirts in here. Amber, wouldn't it be great if we started a store and our audience got to have their quotes made as shirts and they each got to have their own line, right? And then the profits from their shirts got to go to like some non-for-profit of their choosing.
That would be a lot of logistics.
A lot of
logistics. If everybody got to pick their own non-for-profit.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't because you have to think like
I'm thinking turnkey where we don't have to go in and set it all up.
No. It would be a single setup, but then the reports we'd be able to track it. Right, Taylor? I'm loving this idea.
Yep. That would be awesome.
I'm having a fine line of merch right now, made by Nick. I like it. Oh man. But again, now here we go, right? So we were looking at doing the big 3 group. Mm-hmm. And as I'm building it all out, like I'm like, man, this is starting to take up a lot of time, and
which Lindsay knew at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And I gave him that face of like,
right. And she was like, and I was like, you want to know what? I don't think we're going to do the big 3 group anymore. I think if we're going to do the big 3 group, it's going to be within this show. It's going to be on the Coffee and Cookies channel, right? Because this is where I talk about it. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I like that. And what that does is that removes a distraction.
But it helps you because you have this yearning inside of you of like, oh, I want to help people with this.
Correct.
And you have this goal to help people with this. And this is a way that you can merge them all together.
Exactly. But not have somewhere else to check and somewhere else to keep up with things.
So many pages.
Well, but that's, I mean, seriously, that's what we're working on right now is how do we streamline this, right?
Yep.
There's a reason why we're working on pivoting the company right now, right? Mm-hmm. To incorporate Social Media Torch and incorporate Rookie.io. Mm-hmm. Right? There comes a point where great, you could have a great website, you could have great social media, but if you have horrible reviews, it doesn't matter.
Or you're not managing your comments or your communication with your clients. Like that's part of your reputation.
It is. Mm-hmm. And what we've learned over the last, years of combined marketing experience is you could have all this going out there, but what has Amazon taught us? Amazon taught us people will read those reviews. They absolutely will read them. 1, 2, they're going to read them. And 3, guess what? They're going to make a decision based on them. I know 1 and 2 are the same thing, right?
They were going to all be the same thing. Did anybody else think that?
But people will make a decision based on those reviews. Mm-hmm. And you as a business owner, you as a company need to make sure you're getting your reviews. There's this one guy, and he's actually asked me not to mention his name. He's a handyman. Mm-hmm. He took what I taught him, implemented it. He messaged me over the weekend. He just broke 250 5-star reviews.
That's awesome.
He's having 22,000 views of his images on Google every month.
He
amazing. Has so much work. He can't do it all.
He's got to hire somebody.
No. Instead, what he did, he stopped doing all these wide things that he didn't do, and now he's only focusing on the things he enjoys doing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? How great is that? So, and now here we go, right? This took him 2 years to build. Mm-hmm. And this last 3rd year is when it's really accelerated. Mm-hmm. After he hit a couple different milestones on his Google reviews, it really started to take off. Wow. But he's diligent about it, and he uses tools.
That's awesome.
And that's why you're going to start seeing a lot more of Rookie.io here within this show. You're going to start seeing it more as a combination with Social Media Torch because, again, we can do a lot of this. You can have a great website, great social media, but it's this third category. It's this third, and that's the reviews, and you really have to have it dialed in.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely base my purchases on reviews if I'm buying online. Because I've learned the hard way of not listening to the reviews and being like, well, this was just a waste of money.
Right.
Because I didn't listen to the reviews.
It happens. It happens.
Yep.
So you definitely have to be aware of that. And if you're looking for a review software that's going to help you manage that, please definitely look at rookie.io. Right. 1, 2, Lindsay found out about this last week. We're actually going to be waiving the onboarding fee for the clients that are signing up right now. As far as when I'm going to turn that on, I really haven't decided on that.
You should probably decide that before you start, talking about it on social media.
No, I mean, seriously, like
if lighting a fire under your own butt?
Yes, literally did. Like, great, I said it. Better get it done today. But no, I mean, if any of our viewers were like, "Hey, I signed up for it. Can I have the onboarding?" Of course, we're going to comp that, right? That's just the right thing to do. It's so much fun, and I think this is what I love about marketing. There's always something else to learn. Like just when you think like you're, oh man, I'm so good at what I do. I have all these tools. I have so much knowledge. It's like, oh, but here's something else to learn. Oh, but here's something else to learn. Oh, now you need to learn about Scrum. Oh, now you need to learn about Agile. Oh, now you learn about reviews, right? And it's just, it's never ending. And now that I just said that, that's just flat out life. That's not even just marketing. Someone could probably say about ops. Someone could say about finance. Someone could, I mean, how, when you have someone that you meet and they think they know everything, is that an arrogance, or is that them just being incompetent? I'm thinking about this, right? There's too much to know. There's just too much. Like there's too much to know about investing. If you're going to be a house flipper, right? You better get educated on it because there's a lot to know about flipping. Like there's just so much.
Well, and I think technology is always changing that, because the way that people used to flip houses or invest 30 years ago is different now because of the tools and the technology and the ways that you can do it. Like Bitcoin didn't even exist 30 years ago.
And now there's Bitcoin hedge funds and Bitcoin Roth IRAs, crypto Roth IRAs, not Bitcoin, but crypto Roth IRAs, which I don't understand. That's mind boggling. You have to have a Roth IRA to not pay taxes on crypto. I don't get it. Oh my goodness. Right. Sean, there you go. There's always new things to learn. I think that's why this is why people tell you to niche down. Be an expert in one or a couple things. Because if you're an expert and you can provide that much value in your niche, then that also shows that you're mature enough to understand that other people need to be, experts in their niches. Why was that funny?
Because I was having my own conversation in my head, and it was
Grace, she's totally ignoring me having your own conversation in her head. You hearing this?
No, you said be an expert in one thing, and I said mine is making corny, cheesy jokes. You're like talking about maturity, and I'm like, well,
there are people that have made their careers out of making people laugh. Fluffy, right?
He's funny. I love Jeff Dunham. He's hilarious.
Jeff Dunham was funny. It was funny in the beginning. When he went through his divorce, he got really dark. And now that he's married and has a new family, he's gotten back to funny again. But his stuff when he was in his lull, that stuff was dark. Like, whoa, like that. Like, bro. House flipping nationwide, right? Well, yes. You want to know so something that I enjoy doing? I actually enjoy still putting eyes on the house. So house flipping is something that Amber and I do as a side thing. And I still like putting eyes on the house. I still like driving by it. I'm not ready for the nationwide yet because this is.
We'll do nationwide when we can take a month and go do it.
Ooh, or you want to be fun. You
that
want
would
to be
be so
fun.
much fun.
To get an investment group to go into a city, kind of like Hawkins, which is a little bit north of Tyler, right?
I'm like, I don't know. Is that where Tony lives?
No. Hawkins is that Tony Hawk? Oh my gosh. So Hawkins, Texas is where Holly Lake Ranch is. Holly Lake Ranch. It's one of those timeshares that we have, and it's kind of started to go downhill. And it'd be great to like get an investment group, go in there, buy up a lot of the houses, rehab them, bring them back up to value, because there's people moving into Hawkins because Tyler's growing too, just like Dallas Fort Worth is growing. Tyler's growing, but to go in there and really rehab multiple houses at one time, therefore you're not just rehabbing one, right? You're rehabbing multiples, so that elevates the entire neighborhood.
Right.
And then, oh yes, right? And then what you've done is you've helped elevate that entire neighborhood, not just one house.
Place. Yep. Kind of like when you're getting around the right people, you all elevate.
Right? People at the right time at the right place.
Yep.
Basically just go wherever Angelina goes and you're there.
Pretty much. She said whatever. Well, Nick, we are coming up on time. Do you have any last minute things you need to chat about?
Yes. I'm going to be sharing my big 3 for the week. I'm going to be sharing them in there, and you want to know what? I want you guys to share them in there too. So don't put it into this video comments. Like, go to the Coffee and Cookies channel, and what I'll do is I'll actually copy this real quick. I'm going to post it over here. Right, Sean? It is family of choice. It is absolutely family of choice. And you guys being here on this channel, you guys being here doing life with us, this is family of choice. Okay? Now, just so you know, eventually we're going to turn off me publishing to my personal profile.
And even my page,
and Lindsay's personal profile, okay?
It wasn't just a one-day thing because it's Women's Day.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So we're going to have this going for the rest of this month, but eventually we're going to turn it off on the profiles, and it's just going to be on the channel.
Yep.
Okay? So if you want to share your big 3, share your big 3 on the channel. Okay?
Yes, and thank you, Gary, because Gary's on the channel right now, and Sean was there for a minute.
And then he hopped over to the profile. He's like, "Oh, I know where Nick's watching the comments are." but we're going to be transitioning over there.
Yes.
It's Tuesday.
Yep.
Where are you on your big 3? So here we go, right? Here we go. So there's 2 of my big 3s. There's my third big 3, and this is my bonus. This is my bonus right down here.
Oh, you're so funny.
Yeah. Go ahead and show yours. Because mine is a lot more in my head, and I write down things as I do them. And hey, just make sure you don't have client stuff on there.
That's why it's back here.
Yeah.
Do you see how many things I have written down? And then there's multiple things on each one.
Right. But it was supposed to be a big 3 for the week, right? So we're already halfway through one of them. My goal is to get the second one done today. And here we go, right? Where are you? Are you writing down your big 3? Are you getting your goals done? Okay, stay with us on this. And on the page, on the Coffee and Cookies Morning Show page, make sure that you're sharing it with us because we want to celebrate with you. So when you do this, you put down your big 3 for the week, and what is your reward? What is your reward? Okay? And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people need your positive today.
Yes.
I'm not running at 100% today. I can feel it. I probably my aura is just not there. My energy is just not there today. And that's okay because I'm going through something. And after I'm done going through it, then I'll share. Morning, Ricardo. How you doing, buddy? I will share with y'all what I went through because I'm going to share my story, not to brag on myself. I'm going to share my story so someone else can hopefully learn from what I needed to go through, right? Mm-hmm. But bring your positive, bring your energy. And if it's not there, if it's just like, Nick, I really don't have it there. You want to know what? Go get some more coffee. or order some more cookies. Order some cookies from Coco's Kitchen. Get some sugar in your diet.
Yum.
Sugar is healthy for you. You don't care what the doctors say. I'm just kidding. Is coffee healthy for you?
if you drink it black.
So if I don't drink it, if I don't drink it like you drink it, which is more like ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream with coffee.
Yeah. Mine doesn't even look like coffee. It looks like a milkshake. Yeah.
So know that you're loved. Thank you guys for being in the comments. Thank you guys for liking the videos. That's how we know that you're here with us, because it's funny because, you know, the numbers don't always, Facebook's numbers of viewers is not close to what we're seeing and hearing.
You know,
based
it's
on
funny.
feedback.
We've had 4 different people comment, and I know Amber's still watching, and it says it's showing us that there's only 4 people watching.
And I'm like, that's not right. There's
That
no way
can't be
that's
right.
right. There's no way that's right. So know that you guys are loved,
Yeah, you are
okay?
loved.
And know that you're prayed for. And know that we need you as much as we need you. We need you as the audience, right? And we value you. So hopefully you guys value us, and that's why you keep showing up every morning.
We appreciate it.
With that, I want you to make sure that you
Rise up.
and crush it.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye.